picture as I do this video. Thank you, Cole Beach. That's Cole, what's his last name? It was part of the James Stewart videos and podcast. Anyway, when it was quieter earlier, I talked to some riders. We'll get right to that. But first, a shout out to Honda and the all-new CRF 250R for 2022. Lighter, faster, stronger. Jet Lawrence took the fit out in route winning last weekend's race in Minneapolis. And somehow we have the same weather in Texas, Dallas, than we did in Minneapolis. Dean Wilson, you're Mr. Consistency. Do you want to be Mr. Consistency? Is that what you're going for?
I guess consistency is a good thing, but maybe a little bit more up front of the.
That's why I asked. I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say that.
It's all right. We're yeah. I mean, results haven't been great, but still got time to improve, and it's just really my starts that have been lacking bad. So I've worked really hard this week on starts. We'll see. We got 3 starts to
oh,
see
yeah,
if it works,
that's true.
so
Okay.
We'll see. But I'm feeling good actually. I had a really good week. So.
I feel like you've been working on starts for a long time now. But back in the day, I don't think the starts were bad. What happened to last somewhere in the 450 or something?
I would
feel
say
like
it's probably the majority of the stacked class. You know,
that's it. Okay.
There's so many good guys.
Yeah.
So many good starters. You know, so it's just a stacked field with good starters, and I'm not great at starts. One of my weaknesses, so I just need to be better.
250 days weren't that bad though, I don't think.
250 days weren't too bad, but 250 days were like the field sliced in half.
Yes.
You know? So even like I feel like I feel like a lot of some privateers are really good at starts too. Like you got like Moran's, he's a good starter. You got like dude, even when Oldenburg, you know, was on the west, and then you got like a freaking Freezy back.
Killing it.
Dude, there's a lot of good starters, but I just need to be better. Been working hard on it, and we'll see.
I guess even when we're saying you're super consistent, you were at 999 the last one of these, right?
Yeah.
But you're still having probably crazy moments, like pushing the envelope. It's still happening.
No, like it's like people don't see it because I'm not on TV, but I'm pushing hard, and I was just at the tail end of the pack, so I was still right there. But it's chaotic. That's why you don't want to get. That's why, for one, I'm not the biggest fan of the Triple Crowns, because if you're not getting good starts, you're hitting the triple 4 dudes wide, and it's sketchy. So yeah, get the start, be a lot better.
Okay, at least one.
At least one out of 3, right? Like, come on.
Would it be weird? Like, would you be able to handle it? Or if you got like a second place start, you would almost have to like reset in your mind a little bit.
No, last time I got a whole shot was
don't even say the Anaheim that you almost won.
No, Salt Lake City 2020.
Oh, okay.
I whole shot led for quite a bit, and then I got 3rd. So
this is what you can do.
This is what we need. This is what, you know, I think I'm 1 star away from a good season. No, I'm serious. I think that will give me that little pat on the bum that I need, a little bit of momentum.
Okay. You shouldn't have had a tough time finding your bike. You have the brightest, coolest looking helmet. Have you run the Gold before, or is this debuting?
Nah, this is debuting.
Oh, okay.
I guess I gotta give it a rock star for them to approve of that one. So.
Oh, this is the new guy, the new team manager.
Yeah.
Nathan Ramsey. Any good?
He's the new old team manager, because we already have history from 2012.
JDR?
Rekindled the flame.
Oh my gosh, the Aussie team.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're not going to talk trash. He's okay.
Nah, he's good.
All right, I'll let the other riders.
I'm here now.
I'll let the other riders. Yeah. Go walk away. We'll get the real story. Is it a special occasion, or they just shock you with this helmet?
I don't really have much information on it.
Really?
It's,
okay.
It's just shocking for me.
Okay.
So I'm digging it. It's different. As far as I'm concerned, not very many people were able to run that.
Yes.
On the team, so in the past, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm kind of stoked on that.
Special treatment. You gotta like it.
Just a little bit, so.
Have you looked at the points? Have you thought about that?
No. Dude, I've been thinking about just race by race, honestly.
I knew it. I knew that'd be your answer.
Yeah.
You're 3rd in points, but you're just, to you, it's just round 8 or whatever it is. It's not 3rd in points.
I lost count what round we are, honestly.
I just did too.
They all start feeling the same.
So you're not thinking about that?
No,
you're just racing your race?
No, just race. Just because I feel like everything's still pretty tight.
Yeah.
So, I mean, any mishap can happen, you know? I mean, you can gain a lot, you can lose a lot. So that, for me, again, it's to be most consistent for my own personal goals. So that's more what I'm focusing on. Not really, I mean, of course, the end goal for sure, but if I do what I'm supposed to do, my end goal will be good.
you could like wash out going into a corner after a triple. Like anything can happen, right?
I didn't see that one coming.
Yeah, sorry. Are you taking that in stride, or are you super angry when that happens? Or you're like, stuff's gonna happen?
I mean, of course, things like that happen when you're kind of late in the race. You know, it's just
pushing.
Yeah, I mean, when you're pushing, you see another rider there, and you got a rider behind you. So it's racing. I mean, that's what we do. You know? So accidents happen, but the way I look at it is, it wasn't. I still managed to still keep points, so I wasn't. You know, I could have had a lot more, but it could have been a lot worse. Could have crashed, damaged something where I couldn't have finished the race or whatever. So it's not bad, you know. It's just, at least we were in it, you know. We've been in it, and we've been in it all year so far. So that's kind of my goal. Is, like I said, just try to be consistent and just be smooth and make as less mistakes as I can and get a good start. So we're here at Triple Crown, so this should be a fun, interesting one for us, because it's Dallas. Nobody really knows what this track is. Looks good.
The dirt looks good, dude.
The dirt looks good, and it'll get dry and slick on you. So. I'm excited. Again, it's another Triple Crown. I think we have another one somewhere in the mid.
We're not counting the rounds. We don't know. So,
But I'm excited. I'm excited for that tomorrow.
You had that season a couple years ago. You're going super fast, and you got hurt with the weirdo deal, the boost. And then I know the next year you're like, I'm getting through all 17. You've really become a consistency guy. Is that something you're actually thinking of concentrating on, or is it just working out that way? Because I feel like the last 3 seasons you've been like a rock. Yeah,
I mean, honestly, I think you just taking things slow, and you know, again, just more so more racing for me. Of course, like the good thing, I think you always see me kind of steady, keep going, and getting better and better. You know, and I feel like it's just more of the different programs I've been on and stuff like that, figuring out the bike. And now that, you know, we're going to get a full season outdoors, so it's kind of like I had a really good prep off season. So this is kind of a good balance, and then we're going into outdoors, and I think outdoors is going to be really helpful. So then hopefully, you know, 2023 will be even a better year. So. Right now, we're focused on race by race. We're going to take it from there and have some fun and just move forward.
Yeah, I was saying you were like the opposite. You used to be like, we used to heat race Mookie, or one cool run through the whoops, or one fast lap. You've fixed all of that.
Yeah, I've just been working on all my bugs, honestly. Just working on things that kind of, and it's so easy to get sidetracked in the racing, you know, or, you know, it could be anything, the engine prone, or, you know, motorcycle could be issues. I kind of just started to put all that to the side and just focus on only what I can do Saturday night. That's it. So there isn't very much thought going into it. It's just take it literally by practice to the heat race to the main, and that's it. There's no other. We'll deal with all the other situations during the week. So that's I feel like what I've been doing has been working. Again, I think it's just a different mindset going into this year, taking it, not saying taking it slow, but just taking a different approach. Just the outlook is going to, even though the results could have been the same, but just taking a different outlook. You know, I've been doing this for a while now, so sometimes you know, with the new team and stuff, this kind of actually really kind of made me happy and just kind of just open things up. And so far we've been in it for a good run now, so I'm looking forward to another good race tomorrow.
Oh, we can get Barcia over here. Can you press day? Can you talk? Can you?
Yeah.
Oh, looking good.
Got my mouth guard in. I'll do a good list for you.
Yeah. Do not take it out. At least it was color coordinated. I give you that. Team's owned by an artist. You got to have all the boxes checked.
I should try to paint.
Yeah, dude. Non-toxic. I feel like your season has been very good. It's been good.
Yes, good.
Right. Are you happy with it? Or are you like, nah, I want to be winning races, or I should be putting it around, or is good? You're like solid every week.
Yeah, always want more.
I know, that's
100%. So, no better weekend than this weekend to go get some more Triple Crown. Exciting, I like it. Good sprint races. The dirt here, I mean, obviously it gets slippery, but I mean, just walking on this floor right now, you're like, wow.
Looks awesome.
The track looks sick. I just walked around some stuff. I'm like, wow, great layout. Kind of, I don't know, it's just brought me back to memories like the first year 250s and just like vibe in here. So, let's give it this weekend. But it's been a good. You know, 2 races where it was a struggle, but we got through it, we rebounded, and I'm in a good spot. I'm happy with where I'm at, but happy is cool, but there's more.
You're always welcome. Yes. Unless you're winning every race. Yeah. You're not going to be.
And you're still probably not like happy. You're like, you got a little more or something. So, no, I'm excited for the weekend and definitely want to go out there and battle with the guys and bring a little extra this weekend.
Okay. How have the tracks been? Some people are saying they're different. Some people are saying they're not. You're a veteran. Do you feel like they've been peaky and the whoops have been tougher?
A bunch of babies.
You're good.
I mean, can we have bigger whoops? Can we have?
You're down.
Yeah, me, like, I'm pretty, like, I've been kind of like a whoop guy, like the last few years. I like the whoops. I think there's, like, if you don't commit in the whoops, you're gonna crash. Like, it just happens. Like,
okay.
And I mean, even if you do commit, you could crash. Like,
yes.
in Supercross, like, there's a risk involved here.
Okay.
But yeah, I think, you know, the tracks have been steep, but like, I've raced way steeper stuff. I don't know. I back in the day when I first started racing Supercross, I had tracks built at my house. Bomber would always build them, so he built his stuff steep. So you had to be on your toes always. So for me, it's been great. But yeah, I don't know. The last weekend the whoops were so small, but they were still gnarly. Like,
yeah.
So
because they get beat
for
up.
instance, like a weekend like last weekend, you kind of needed a whoop section like that because the guys could have never kept up on the whoops if they were long and
right.
Like,
just because how they break down.
Just how they break down.
Yeah.
So for me, I think the track's been awesome.
Yeah, Anaheim 3, you were fine. I didn't see any moments in the whoops for you.
Oh, there was moments.
Oh, there were okay.
Dude, those whoops were, they were gnarly.
Okay.
They were really gnarly, but like, they're whoops.
Okay.
Yeah, we practice on whoops that are gnarly. Obviously, like when you practice whoops, they don't get as chewed out gnarly at the test track. Yeah. But we still have big whoops and long whoops. So, yeah, I've enjoyed the track so far, and I'm for it.
All right, we meet again, Cooper Webb. You talked a lot after the race last week. You got to explain a lot of situations as far as it's progress. Is there more progress this week? Did you learn more? Did you get better? Is it an incline from even the podium?
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a really good step last week. Ran up front again, which was nice, and yeah, feel pretty confident this week. We got feel comfortable again. Had a really good week riding, and yeah, coming to probably my favorite place there is to race. Got some good vibes going.
Oh, really? Why is that?
Yeah, that's a good success here, Weege.
You hit the concrete. But you have, last year was really good.
Last year was good, 19 moto finish.
Yes.
Lights class, I had a few wins here, so this one's always been good to me.
Okay.
I really like Dallas. I like the stadium, I like the people, the dirt. It's one of those for me that gels well.
All right, you're vibing right now. That's good. We talked so much about the bike this year, but is there stuff that you like to put stuff on yourself? I give you that sometimes when you're like, I got to kick myself in the butt. Is it all the bike settings, or do you feel like you needed to kick yourself in the butt a little bit too? Is there some of it on you?
Oh, for sure. I mean, you can always be better.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think last week they showed up with a package that they came up with on Thursday, and it was a little change fork, shock, ratios, clamps, and I just showed up and had faith that it was going to be better, and it was. So I think now that I've had a week on it, I feel a lot more comfortable. I had a really good week. Back and forth riding it.
Because you didn't ride it during the week last week, right?
Yeah, I showed up Saturday and hey, this is what we want you to ride. So it was a step in the right direction. Like I said, you can always be better as a person, as a racer. I feel like my starts are back. Last week was good, but still needed to kind of prove myself that I can run up there for the whole time. And those guys are dialed in right now. So I know what I need to work on, I know what I need to fix, but I got a lot of confidence. So that usually goes well.
So the bike hasn't changed, like that package from last week, you're going to stick with that for now. Okay.
Which will be nice. I think this will be the first time all year I'm riding something 2 weekends in a row.
There we go. Okay, that's a scoop right there. All right, thanks. Keep it up. Keep it interesting. You good? What's the schedule now? The races have gone Eastern-ish. Still in Cali. Is Colorado available this time of year?
Dude, I went back to Colorado and got snowed in.
I figured.
I have freaking snowed in my first week back every year.
Did you try? Like, were you going to ride?
A tiny bit of like a section.
Oh, gosh.
There was some snow on the track. It was pretty funny.
Did you know that was going to happen? Were you just crossing your fingers? Like, it seems kind of obvious.
I mean, I could have stayed in California another week, but I was at the point where I'm like, oh, I'm gonna take a light week anyway. So,
okay.
Yeah, I did some starts in a little section. That was it.
Okay.
Colorado.
We're whatever 7 races in. Does that even matter? Is it almost good to have time off at this point? Yeah.
I won't give away any secrets.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. When you're 7 or 8 weeks in, it's like, you know, you get such a groove, and like you know, it's just like, I don't know. Sometimes you need a couple days off, right?
Right. And what I think people forget is, I mean, you don't live at that track. You got your own life separated. So when you're out, you're out. It's not Supercross 24/7 for you.
No.
Or are you still thinking about it?
Oh, I'm thinking about it. Hell
Sure.
yeah, I'm thinking about it.
Okay. But you don't live at the track. I think a lot of
No,
people
I don't live
forget
at the
that.
track.
Yes. So when
it's
you're
been-
home, you get to turn it off a little bit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I can turn off.
Yeah, and that has to help, I would think, even with the longevity of a long season.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Going home is a big deal. Like, and then away from your work environment.
Yeah, exactly. Because you did used to live there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You'd be seeing the track out the window every day?
Yeah, I was all the way to 2015. I was there at the ranch.
Yes. Okay, so a week off, not a problem.
Yep.
Last week, I mean, obviously the result wasn't what you wanted, but the riding was good. You're happy with that?
Yeah. I mean, it was okay, but I look back at it, I'm like, you know, if I wouldn't have been 10th on the start and I wouldn't have gotten shuffled back in turn 2, I would have been in a different position. So, and even Dylan passed me down the whatever, second or third straight. I'm like, if I would have stayed in front of him, I wouldn't have got tangled up.
Oh, you were ahead of him. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he passed me, I think it was somewhere around that 90-degree turn.
Yeah.
And so I was running those scenarios through my head. I'm like, if I would have just stayed in front of that guy or been a better start, could have been a whole different story. But yeah, for what happened, it wasn't too bad.
Like you said, always thinking about it.
Yeah,
You're always thinking
always
about
thinking
it. Okay. I want to talk to Mitch Oldenburg because that was the biggest heartbreak of the night. Worse than Sexton, I think.
Yeah, okay.
I
don't know about that, but
Dude, who knows?
Yeah.
It was trending. It probably could have been a really good night.
Yeah.
And then one thing, and it all lets loose.
yeah.
I'm sure you know all this. You seem to be okay now, though. You're at least smiling 6 days later.
I mean, I was obviously mad at the situation at the
Yeah.
moment, but like, I mean, what can I do, right?
Yeah.
Like the guys busted their asses trying to get it taken care of, and unfortunately, fortunately, like it just happened the way it did.
Yeah, and that was like the shortest start straight ever.
Yeah.
So of all, you probably could get a start from the outside a lot of times.
Yeah.
A decent one.
I think with that start in particular, you had to be perfect, and you had to hope for them to mess up. And unfortunately, like I got a decent jump.
Yep.
But unfortunately, Cartwright was right next to me, and he got just as good as a jump. So I couldn't move left, and I was kind of stuck there running the bales the whole way down. So and then at that point, it's like, what do? Like, you just try as hard as you can and get up there as far as you can, and
you got to 6th, I think?
I think 6th.
Yeah. Okay, so you're shrugging that off.
Yeah.
With the riding you did get to do, I guess, practice, did it feel good on the 250? Okay.
Yeah, feel great. Check some boxes, looking at the positives from last weekend.
Okay.
Obviously, there was a lot of positives that can't be overlooked, that it's easy to overlook when the night doesn't go the way it's supposed to.
Right.
So I was pretty bummed out all day Sunday. And then Brian, our video guy, had sent me over some breakdowns of the weekend, and it's like, man, I'm there. You know,
Yes.
I just didn't get a chance to race. So everything I did on the dirt bike, I feel confident in, and I'm happy with it. So it sucks to start the championship like that, 26 points down right off the rip. So I don't know. We'll just go have some fun and get the best results we can from here.
You consider this a home race?
Yeah.
Yeah? Like
Gotcha.
how close? And you got people coming and stuff?
25 minutes.
What? That close?
Yeah, I got to sleep in my bed last night.
Legit?
Like,
yeah.
got to like sit on my couch, drink my coffee this morning. It was pretty great. So I'm just on the west side of Fort Worth. So haven't been home since October. So.
Yeah, and babies coming and all this just has to be a huge relief.
Yeah, it's fun. So just settling in, and my wife and the kids have been here for a couple weeks now. So getting back, meeting up with them, and just being home. Wish we had some warmer weather, but it's still better than last week.
Okay, the home life, that cheered you up after last week.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, Mitchell. Missed the main because the bike had a problem in the heat, didn't get to race the heat, outside gate in the LCQ. No chance even on that bike, which you know can pull starts, so better luck this time.